Hi, we'll be doing a past life reading, just giving myself a spray. Oh, clearing some energy. Just feel I need to just clear some energy around me right now. Oh yeah, there's my lighter. I was looking for my lighter. Yeah. Just want to light some Palo Santo and bring in some beautiful, loving energy. Yeah. Just feeling a little bit of an energy shift change. Especially just like connected to my last video that I did of distant angelic Reiki healing. So yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah. Let's start with, that's too many. Ascended Masters cards. See if there's any messages or Ascended Masters to connect with. Just feel like I'm clearing some energy, connecting with this past life. Let's see. Okay, let it go. Kuan Yin. Yeah, I just felt that I had to take a deep breath then. In my chest, there was some energy that I felt I needed to release. Focus upon your strengths, Apollo. I can't even get my words out. Take charge of the situation, Moses. Wow, these cards are like, do you know, I've been doing readings and that today, and the cards are like proper jumpy. They've got so much they want to say. Yoga, Babaji. I love yoga. Yoga's absolutely incredible. It's changed my life, so I go to yoga classes often. See the other person's point of view. How do I pronounce this word or name? Avalo Kitai Savara. I probably pronounced that wrong. Yeah, okay. Persistence, Lao. Trust, Vishnu. Yeah. Just see if there's any more and then I will move on. So there's some interesting Ascended Masters to connect with. Oh my goodness me. They've been doing this to me like all evening. Just literally flying out of nowhere. Open your heart to love, Jesus. So funny. Crystals, Epona. Drink more water, Ocean. Right, I'm going to leave that there, I think. Okay. Where should I go next? Should I do Oracle or... Let's go straight to the past life. Oracle. Too many. I got an itchy nose. Okay. There's so many messages that want to come out. Too many. But, you know, it's like sometimes I feel even spirit, they need to be patient. You know, with things when they're like, you need to be patient. And then I'm like, well, spirit, I think you need to be patient with these messages. Forgiveness, because it's been happening to me, like the cards have just been all over the place, like literally, wow. Okay. Love life, transportation, that's too many. Oh my god. I'm like, that's too many. And they're like, well, how about all of these? And I'm like, oh my goodness. Phobias. Okay. So someone may be questioning why they have certain phobias in this life, and it could be connected to a past life. I never know what's going to come through in these readings, and I do these readings because they have helped me, and I have done past life healings myself, so often. So these readings really connected to people who connect with them, associate with them, you know, because, yeah, I never know what's going to come out. And as I say, because I've had my own experiences, this is why I do the readings that I do. Father, because they do benefit someone, you know. There is someone out there that does benefit from these readings, which is beautiful. Not for everybody. Male, female. Itchy nose again. Finances. Blimey, all of these cards want to come out. They've got so much they want to say. I'm just like, okay, I will get there. I'll get there. Just be patient. High priest or priestess. Okay. I feel this is kind of connected to like a step mother energy for some reason. Like there's someone who is connected with a person in their life now, and they could have been a step mum or a step dad in a past life, or that's what's connected in their life just now. And unfortunately, either in this life or a past life, they're an orphan. And they were sent away. I don't know if it was like to like boarding school or something. And in this life, they've kind of found it difficult to balance their male and female energies, because obviously we have feminine and masculine energies within ourselves. And this, I feel, was possibly created some kind of conflict because there was a stepmother involved. Who sent them away. That's what I'm picking up. So, as I said, I never know what I'm going to connect with in these readings, you know. I never know, but they're always for somebody. And this possibly has affected their finances. Or how, because there's high priest or priestess here, or how they've been seen by others or themselves. So they've kind of tried to balance those energies within themselves. So they've, you know, they're either a high priest or priestess in a previous life, or they're a high priest or priestess in this life now. But there's something going on with their finances. And this has been affecting them. Asia. So they could live in Asia, or they could have a past life connection to Asia. And they may be wondering why they love Asia, or they feel very close to Asia. Or music. I'm hearing music as well. Like, it's quite different music coming through. It's quite interesting actually what comes through. Yeah, it's like oriental music that I'm starting to hear. So I don't know why that is. That's too many. The spirit definitely like wanting to connect. Okay, that's whoa. A scribe or writer. So someone could be writing about this, or they could actually write music. And their connection is to Asia, or they might live in Asia. Trees. Whenever that comes out, I always feel connected to the Druids. So they could be writing about the Druids, or they could, like, what I'm getting is like intertwining their music, like Asia, the Druids, like all different sounds, and you know, it's quite faint, this music that I'm hearing, but I can hear it. It's there. Celtic. Yeah, so they could have Celtic connections as well. Trust and faith. Trust and faith. Spouse. Oh, that's too many. I'm like, that's too many. They're like, you can read them all, and I'm like, patience. Ships. So they could be going on a journey, or they might like ships. Or they could be going on a journey with their spouse. Or they could be going away to somewhere like Asia to get married. I don't know. There's all sorts coming out in this reading, which is incredible. That's why I love doing the readings, because I never know what's going to come out. So I'm just surprised as people when things come out. Persecution and inquisition. What's the next one? Biblical. Yeah, so there could be some, not so much disagreements, but they agree to disagree, I think, with spouse persecution and inquisition, because there might be two different spiritualities here or religions, and they, what I'm kind of getting is an itchy nose again, but is disputes, but they don't turn into like full-on arguments, but they have kind of debates. This couple, so it could be connected to a couple, because one of them could be more spiritual and then the other one could be more religious, but then sometimes that can, oh, what's the word I'm looking for, like intertwine, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, but they have debates over it. They don't fight and proper, like, you know, but they respect each other's views, and they wonder why that when this happens, it comes up, and it's quite in depth. So I feel that they've been finding out like why that happens when they have these connections. This couple could be married, I don't know, communal living, yeah, maybe they've talked about communal living, or they used to live in a past life in communal living. So they both, what I'm trying to say is that they've both have had, or they have now, different backgrounds. So one could come from spiritual, witchy, healer background, and then the other one could come from a biblical, religious background. But I'm kind of getting like a couple of having debates of religion and spirituality, and you know, they've possibly talked about communal living, or they're remembering maybe in their dreams. This is why I always say about a dream journal, because I've had some weird dreams. I had quite a weird dream last night, actually. I'm still trying to process it, but yeah, so for me it was like I was being shown something, so, but it wasn't me. It was, you know, in dreams it's like you're either yourself, aren't you? But it wasn't me, it was someone. And you know, there was quite some things, like, it was quite interesting anyway. So that's one to add to my book when I write it finally. I'll get there. I'll put it in my journal anyway, as I usually do. But dream journal, and I was just being reminded then. So to me, that could have been a connection to me with a past life, or spirits sometimes show me what's going on, or what some people have been through in their lives, you know, because they want me to understand. They want me to, like, there's always a reason for it. So because that's come up to do with me, this could also be in connection with someone else, that they're being shown something. People will know what I'm on about. They will. Food and hunger. Someone will, because I don't do these readings like for nothing, otherwise I wouldn't do them. Do you know what I mean? So someone will get it. Food and hunger, so they could be worried about food and hunger in this life or a past life. And it could be connected to the communal living in the past life. Maybe someone wasn't quite so honest. You know, they weren't so happy to share the food. Or some people were treated differently because of their beliefs. I don't know. And it could be a reason why some people might have a connection to do with food and hunger now, you know. Health, yeah, it could be affecting their health. So maybe someone needs to look into that. Egypt also just flew out. Knighthood. Monk or nun. Yeah. Maybe this is what I mean. Someone's been dreaming. I'm just getting dreams. Dream journal. Yeah, it's quite significant to whoever this is connected to. It's quite significant that, you know, they write down, they try to remember their dreams. Baby. Mother. Galactic. Yeah. Yeah. Someone could also feel a strong connection that someone that they're connected to in this life was either their mother or a child. Like, someone remembers. I just keep getting someone remembers. Like, I don't know, they've like looked at someone and they're like, deja vu. Like, I've known you before. And because of the cards, it's over a baby. Or the mother. And there's a galactic connection. Beautiful. Okay, I'll maybe just see if there's any more, then I'm going to move on to the tarot. I'm always fascinated with what comes out. Leaving or travel. Yeah. Someone remembers. But I feel maybe some galactic meditations, like connecting with Atlantis. I'll maybe do a Atlantis, a Lemurian reading. I'll maybe do that tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I'll maybe do that tomorrow, actually. See if there's any more, and if not, I just feel like maybe one more. Vows. So someone made a vow. To come back. I just got there. They made a vow to come back. Yeah, okay. Right. I'm going to move on to tarot now. 10 of Pentacles. Ancestral wealth. Hi. How you doing? Oh, there's loads that have come out. How you doing, my girl? Hi. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of something at the moment. You come to see what I'm doing? You're so funny. Look at you. Good girl. Just so funny. She's like, don't mind me. I've just come in to see what you're up to, Mum. You're such a good girl, aren't you? Hey? Right, these cards are proper bouncy, let's just say. So, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So we got the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords. Yeah, that's right. She's agreeing. You're going to do the reading for me. You're going to show me how it's done. Eight of Cups.